There we go.
Good morning again.
Good awakening.
It's a great awakening.
It is a great awakening, and it's a Thursday.
It's a lovely day. Cheers.
Lovely day. A lovely day. Embrace.
The sun is shining, the moon's still in the sky.
I watched something really, it's a bit of a boggler.
A boggler?
It's like this woman, just a quick
I've heard
outline.
that word for a while.
Yeah,
Boggler.
quick one.
Yeah.
Right. She uses a sauna and a hot tub and stuff like that. Like it's like a health, like a Roman baths, yeah.
Yeah.
Over in America, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's been there for 12 years. She finds it a safe haven where she goes in. There's a men's and there's a woman's, and you can in your particular gender you can walk around naked and use the saunas, hot tubs, cold turkey baths, and you get a massage as well by the same gender, apparently, yeah. But she was crying, saying that she walked into a room, into a place. She's had a sauna, and then as she's going into another part of her, there was a male, hairy-chested male, short hair, with a dongalong.
Oh yeah.
Swinging about his dongalong. She was
My dongalong.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she absolutely was like, wow, she felt violated. She went to the staff and said, "Excuse me, there's a man in my in the females area," and the staff went, "No, she's transgender." But the dongalong was swinging and a hairy chest, so realistically,
So it's a grey area.
it's a very big grey area because a fella
That's
called
very grey.
a fella called Professor Nez. He's on YouTube. He's a professor. He does a lot of blogging. He was furious
Very
because he was saying if that was my daughter
Yeah.
exposed, because if I walked out the street now, right, or something, and you stripped off and you walked around,
Yeah.
you would get arrested, wouldn't
Of
you?
course you would, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, you get arrested. Or if I expose myself, if I said just say, I've walked into a woman's changing room and just stripped off,
Yeah.
I'd get arrested. But if I said, no, I'm transgender,
Yeah. Well,
you get away with it.
yeah, but some women don't want to be exposed
This is what I'm
to
trying to
by
say.
other women. They don't. Yeah, I don't want to look at your.
Yeah, but that's the agreements. So, like, years ago, school, when you go, like, you do games or your PE, yeah, like the army,
The baths.
you just strip off,
Yeah.
yeah, bit of flossing, like, coming out to dry. There's many occasions when you see, fellas with the legs up in the air, the towel flossing in between
Flossing.
yeah, proper flossing.
Dragging the clag nets off.
And you just, that was the norm. But you couldn't floss with the dongalong in a female's changing room because
No, of course not, no.
yeah, well, that's just normal. Look, so the debate is, I'm not saying it's right or wrong because I don't want to be transphobic.
Have you heard of that? Phobic.
Yeah, as I mean that you can't say anything against these like people that want to.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
which is
understand
great.
that.
That's where we're at in this world. But in a public place, the argument is,
The argument.
the debate is, or whatever you want to say.
The reality.
Would you want someone with a dongalong penis in a woman's changing room if your daughter's there or your family members or your girlfriend, and he's just come along and he's and he say, "Hey, excuse me, you're a man," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm a woman." The argument is
That's a crazy argument, though.
It is, even talking about it, you feel things. But my opinion
Are we allowed
is,
to talk about it on the internet without offending maybe someone who doesn't like it being talked about?
this is what I'm saying. These are hot points.
Yeah.
It's a Jeff and John special.
Yeah.
My opinion is
But you can't say anything.
why don't you just have a transgender sauna? Yeah. And if anyone who's watching this who's transgender and wants to make a business, I would invest in like a Roman baths and call it gender or trans Roman baths.
Well, you remember that old...
And you can dong along all day in there.
Do you remember that old Victorian school in Birkenhead? And there was an entrance at opposite corners of it, and it said boys one end and girls at the other. Well, in Victorian times, if it was now, they'd have to build a door in the middle with everyone else.
Yeah, but
They'd have to call it everyone else because they wouldn't be able to carve into the bricks the list of of different categories of people that exist now.
Well, exactly.
Boys, girls, and everybody else.
But on that basis, there,
wants to go,
but they should have a sign on that. Say for instance, she should have been warned to say, look, we're in the you're going in, but I'm just letting you know we are we're fully behind transgender, and you might go in there and see a transgender, stripped off, but and so the woman goes, so I'm going into the...
Very valid argument, Jeff. Very valid argument.
It just come up on my YouTube, and I think, wow, it's one of them things. Let us know what you think about
in the old comments below.
Below, yeah.
Are we allowed to say